Hey folks, I wanted to make a quick video about the Stihl MS500i. After I bought the saw and was using it a little bit, I heard a rumor that there was an issue with the air filter, so I decided to investigate. And it did appear as though I was getting some dust on the inside of the filter. So I looked all around the filter. The seam on the bottom seems good to me. I cleaned this up, by the way, like to make this video. I vacuumed everything and cleaned it off. So what I was finding though is after you've cut a little bit, there's a lot of dust and wood chips that can get in around this indent here, and it looked like it was getting in past that opening. So if I take this off, you can see that the rubber seal on the inside, I feel like was making a good seal, and I thought everything looked good around that edge. Where the problem seemed to be, in my opinion, was around this washer on the top. So from the factory, it has this kind of like really spongy foam like flexible washer, and it just was like floating around on there, and there was kind of like a lot of excess space, and it wasn't really creating a lot of resistance or pushback against the filter. So I think the filter was able to move a little bit, and then also because that was kind of just flopping around, I think dust was able to get in past it and around it. So I got a washer, a rubber washer to put underneath it, and that just built it up more. And so now I feel like it is like snug on the edge of that like lip, and it doesn't float around or move around. And when you put the filter on, I feel like it creates a little bit better of a seal. On the inside there, you can see that little lip. And so I just feel like when you put the filter on now, it presses on. I think that bottom seal feels snug, and then it just creates like a more snug feel on top, just to build it up a little bit. And then when this is on, it has like a little bit more of a snug feel, even just like turning that knob. So I cut some more with it since then, and I feel like it did the trick. Like it doesn't look like any dust is getting inside the filter. When I take the cap off after a bunch of cutting, it does look as though there's still like a ton of dust in around there, but I don't think any is actually getting in past the filter, and so I think that seal is better. Another thing that I tried before I did the washer with the OEM washer was I just tried two of the rubber ones. So what I ordered was, they're called NBR washers. It's like a nitrile washer because the nitrile washers are more resistant to oil and fuel. So even though it's not like immersed in oil or fuel or anything, I didn't know if the fumes in there would break down a regular rubber washer over time. So these were a little bit hard to find, and the only seller I could find, it came in packs of 25. So it's a 1/4 inch inside diameter, 3/4 inch outside diameter, and 1/16 inch thick. And so another thing that I tried was 2 washers stacked on top of each other on there, and that worked well. I really didn't have any problem with that, but then I thought maybe I'd try 1 washer with the OEM washer, and that worked really well too. So I would go with either the double washer or the one and the OEM. The part number on the OEM, just so that you know, is right there. And if you wanted to, the other thing I thought is you could double these up, maybe 2 OEM washers stacked on top of each other. They're very squishy, they're very like pliable and flexible, so I think that could work too. So 2 of these, or 1 of these and 1 of these, I think would be a good option. I'm gonna sell these because I only needed I'm keeping 2 so that I have them. You can find a link in the description below if you want to buy. I'll sell these in like sets of 2. I'm not trying to make any money off of them. I just, if you want to avoid buying a whole pack of 25, you could save yourself a couple bucks, and I'll sell you 2. I did try an 1/8 inch thick washer, and it was not enough. So the 2 16th inch washers together worked really well, but 1 1/8 inch just didn't quite build up enough. So I think that fixed the problem. I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I certainly don't want dust getting inside the filter, but I think for now it seems like the fix, and I thought I'd share it with you guys in case you want to try to do the same. Good luck.